Well, it is exactly at the top of the hour. Welcome to KBC's Lunchtime News on this, the 21st of December 2024. Of course, we do know the rush hour that is currently ongoing across our major streets across the capital, where people are trying to make it to upcountry, travel safe, and of course, keep safe and keep an eye on the roads. My name is Abdiaziz. Hashim, the sign language interpreter. At the bottom end of the screen is Lucy Maura. And we start off with some good news where Kenyans have been urged to extend a helping hand to the less fortunate in the society during this festive season. Speaking during a donation exercise at the Neema Mercy Children's Home, Imara Land Investment CEO Kenneth Wamburu said most Kenyans are living below the poverty line and cannot afford the 3 meal a day. He also urged Kenyans to spend wisely during the festivities to avoid backlash as schools reopen. The Children's Home received maize flour, rice and cooking oil among other commodities.
Tupige sherehe na tukumbuke pia mwaka mpya upo, tusije tukala chote, tuweke akiba. Mswahili husema akiba haiozi, kwa hivyo ni vizuri tuweke akiba kwa sababu ya matumizi yetu, tuweze kujikimu katika mwezi wa Januari na mwaka ujao.
We've had a super great day with Imara Land. They have really put a smile on my face. As you can see, I'm so happy. They have brought us food stuff, clothes and many more things.
And out of top story this afternoon, chaos marred the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers KUPPET annual delegates conference held in Vihiga after members opposed a proposal to raise the retirement age for senior leaders. The dissenting member accused the leaders of unilaterally increasing the retirement age from 60 to 65.
The KUPPET annual delegates conference held at a Vihiga hotel disintegrated into chaos as teachers opposed to leadership of National Chairperson Omboko Milemba and Secretary General Akelo Misori lodged their disapproval. The dissenting members accused the leadership of unilaterally increasing their retirement age from 60 years to 65 years, contravening the union's constitution and disregarding a court ruling on union elections.
We cannot mute the union constitution and follow some interests of some few individuals. We are here saying there should be no extension of retirement clause.
There are no amendments which have been voted through the National Governing Council, and therefore whatever is here is null and void.
However, Secretary General Akelo Misori dismissed the allegations, asserting that the union's constitution permits amendments, including changes to the retirement age for leaders.
In representative leadership, like parliament, unions, the issue of age is a non-function. It is not there at all. In the Labor Relations Act, dealing with the same matter says that a union official is that person who is either serving in the trade or who has ever been.
Elsewhere, learning activities in the country could be paralyzed following Kenya National Union of Teachers KNUT threat to down their tools in January if National Treasury will not have released 10 billion shillings meant for teachers' insurance cover.
Because this is money that was deducted from teachers' pay slip. And it is the cover is negotiated between the employer and the teachers union. So that is why this one cannot be taken by the government, because already we are paying SHA. It's very sensitive and it must be taken very seriously, because if this one is not done, if the money is not remitted by January, then the teachers will go to the streets.
Joseph Ohungu for Lunchtime News.
Now, a lobby group wants the government to be transparent on the amount of funds allocated to the country towards climate mitigation strategies during the recently concluded COP29 summit. The Kenya Peasants League further wants the government to discourage use of genetically modified products, arguing it was among the agreements during the summit. Additionally, they waded into the debate on the planned animal vaccination drive slated for January, urging the government to carefully consider the impact of vaccination of the animals to avoid any effects on Kenyans.
So sisi kama wana Kenya Peasants League tunasisitiza, tunataka ile tunaita climate justice, kutendeke haki. Zile nchi ambazo zimeleta pollution ya kiwango ya juu zaidi, ambayo ina account for 96%, zile nchi ambazo zimeendelea ziweze kukuwa held accountable kwa yale makosa wamefanya. to change discussion sasa isikue ni mambo ya kuongelea vile watatupea pesa. Hapana, wagaramie zile hasara wametusababishia kwa ulimwengu. Let there be clarity. Let people know why the vaccination is being done, why at this time, and what is it they are vaccinating against.
Pesa ambayo inafaa kutoka kwenye COP29, tungependa ikuje kwa wakulima wadogo, iwasaidie kununua mbegu zao za ukulima, vifaa vyao vya ukulima, wapate jinsi ya kujiimarisha kama wakulima wadogo ili kukue na chakula zaidi Kenya.
Call for Kenyans to venture into human resource management profession resonated during the release of the Certified Human Resource Professional results for CBET diploma and certificates in human resource management that took place in Mwalimu Towers here in the capital. Speaking during the event, Human Resource Examination Board Chairperson Sharon Kisira revealed that the profession has been female-dominated, calling for the male gender to consider pursuing the course. The Human Resource Management Professional Examination Board is a state corporation within the Ministry of Public Service Performance and Delivery Management and is established in accordance with Section 16 of the Human Resource Management Professional Act of 2012.
One of the things that we celebrate is the growth in numbers. Growth in numbers for both the CHRP reviewed curriculum, of course, as the old curriculum, reduces, but we also celebrate the numbers that have increased for the CBET examinations. The other milestone that we celebrate, of course, is the percentage rate for all our examinations that has increased from the last sitting. This particular sitting. So we are really grateful for that. And number 3, we also celebrate the support that we have received from our stakeholders.
We are celebrating this milestone because our CBET candidates now are over 200, for example, and in August there were just 56. So that leap from 56 to over 200 means that we are making very good progress in CBET certificate and diploma in HR. And that, of course, those who do CBET diploma in certificate and diploma, they will progress to CHRP. So we can see that as a strategy for increasing our numbers.
And in other news, the Kenya Forest Research Institute, KEFRI, has ended the year on a high note after it was awarded 2 International Standard Organization ISO certificates in recognition of its environment management. The Environmental Management System and Quality Management System certifications, according to KEFRI, build on the extraordinary work by staff and management of the Forest Research Agency. Now, Chief Executive Officer, KEFRI, Dr. Jane Njuguna, says the certifications are also a testimony of the unwavering commitment to continuous improvement in service delivery and sound environmental protection. Through research, KEFRI has improved their national policy and have invented technologies in forestry research and innovation through the Jaza Miti application that facilitates the monitoring of the 15 billion trees cover target by the government.
These 2 achievements built on 13 years of experience in ISO standards implementation in KEFRI. Over the years, we have steadily defined our systems, processes, practices to meet and exceed international standards. These certifications testify our unwavering commitment to continuous improvement, improving service delivery, and sound environmental protection.
Certification to quality management system allows you to demonstrate your commitment to best practices, reduction in operation costs, efficiency and sustainability, whereas environment management system certification demonstrates commitment to protecting the environment by preventing or mitigating adverse environment impacts, assisting organizations in the fulfillment of compliance obligations, and enhancing environmental performance.
A section of churches in 5 wards of Mwingi North jointly held a 2-day campaign calling for the protection of the children's rights, led by Bishop John Ikuyu, the Full Gospel Church Mwingi North. The clergy slammed those who set up kangaroo courts to arbitrate in cases of child molestation, warning such arbitration were unlawful. Bishop Ikuyu's sentiments were echoed by Tharaka Ward MCA Muthegi Ndaraga, who warned against the continued practice of female genital mutilation despite its ban by the government.
Watoto wasidhulumiwe. Unajua wakati huu wa likizo ni ndefu na kuna dhuluma nyingi za watoto zinazoendelea, watoto kudhulumiwa kimapenzi, watoto kutumika kuuza madawa ya kulevya ama kuuza migoka. Tunasema hapana, watoto watunzwe, watoto walindwe na watoto wapate haki. Watoto wakidhulumiwa, hakuna issue ya wazee kuketi chini. Watoto wapate haki. Mtu yeyote ambaye anadhulumu mtoto, tunaomba viongozi wetu wa serikali, assistant chiefs na machiefs wahakikishe kwamba kila mtu ambaye amedhulumu mtoto amechukuliwa haki.
Wakati huu msimu mrefu wa Krismasi, wazazi kuweni makini mtunze watoto wenu. Lakini vile vile tunajua kwamba kuna haki za watoto, na ndipo tunaendelea kusema kila siku kwamba kuna tabia ya ukeketaji wa watoto. More especially kule kwangu Tharaka kuna ukeketaji unaendelea. Ukeketaji ni tabia moja ambayo tayari imepitwa na wakati, ama ni tamaduni zetu ambazo zilikuwa wakati wa zamani lakini zimepitwa na wakati. Na sasa hivi sheria za nchi ya Kenya haziruhusu mtu yeyote kukeketa mtoto wa kike.
To Embu County now, where Christmas came early for hundreds of elderly women, widows and single mothers from Ngongi village in Kidhumu Ward, Embu County, after a local philanthropist treated them to a luncheon. The philanthropist Eunice Gishuku Kinywa called on Kenyans of goodwill to embrace the spirit of giving and sharing this festive season. The beneficiaries, who later congregated at her home, were treated to meals, drinks and entertainment. This has been the tradition for Gishuku's family for the last 2 decades or so. She said her noble gesture is informed by the love and care for the less fortunate in the society.
Ndio nimeona ni muhimu niite hata watu wengine wale wako na miaka kidogo, young mothers, na ndiye waone good example kutoka kwangu, ndiye wasaidie wale wako karibu na wao wengine. Wasome kutoka kwangu waende wasaidie wengine. Tunakusana hapa kwangu kila mwaka tukukula Christmas. Tunakula Christmas na wao. Tunajua kukula Christmas na wao watu wanyonge, hiyo ni baraka kwa Mungu. Na ninaona kupeana si vile mtu anapeana juu ako na vitu mingi, kupeana ni roho ya mtu.
Now from Embu here back in the capital, we need to take our first commercial break, and of course don't go too far. We still have more for you in regards to what is happening in the world of sports. Don't go too far.
My name is Foina. I'm a beauty mogul.
My name is Vespa. Jakuja kufurahisha mtu. I'm the brand.
Yani pesa kitu mzuri jamani.
Charity the don't uga. Hakuna kubembeleza watu, ni hali ya pilipili na ndimu kuanzia sasa hivi mpaka mwisho.
You're such an instigator.
Kwenda. Oh my God.
Kwa mara nyingine tumeingia katika Brown Hill, angalau tuweze kuona vipi wamejiandaa namna gani, wamepika vitu gani, ili angalau tuweze kukuandalia mezani na hata jukwani na nyumbani ili ikapendeza.
Wewe ni Mungu, wewe ni Mungu. Koma sava, koma sava. Asubuhi kumekucha, macho yangu nafikicha, mboni zinavuta picha.
Mazingira yanapotunzwa zaidi umpa mwanadamu maisha marefu. Aidha umpa nafasi mwanadamu kuishi kwa maisha marefu.
Serikali imepiga marufuku ya matumizi ya bidhaa ya plastiki kwenye jitihada za kutunza mazingira.
Licha ya serikali kutoa sheria na amri kuwa watu wasiweze kutumia begi za plastiki, tunaona kuwa madukani unapoenda kununua vyakula ama chochote kile, unafungiwa katika karatasi hizo za plastiki.
Kiongozi alikuwa ametoka Nairobi.
Nomino ya jumla.
Kiongozi.
Kiongozi. Mchoyo anapendwa. Kinyume.
Karimu anachukiwa.
Napenda kutumia nafasi hii baada ya kuzungumza nawe kuwatakia Wakenya wote heri na fanaka za Krismasi, na pia tunawatakia mwaka mwema wa 2025, mwaka ambao utakuwa na umaarufu mwingi kwao na kwa jamii zao. Asante sana.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Now to some tragedy here where a somber mood engulfed Tulwet village in Bureti, Kericho County after the lifeless body of a 20-year-old Brenda Chebet was found dumped on the roadside in the wee hours of the morning. According to her father, Chebet had been sent to the market in the evening to collect clothes for her disabled child but failed to return home, sparking concerns. The search for Chebet will end when her body was discovered on the roadside. According to Bureti Sub-County Police report, the deceased body had a deep cut on her forehead and left ear. Injuries are believed to have been inflicted by a sharp object. Her family is demanding speedy investigations to unearth the circumstances that led to her death. Her body was moved to the Kapkatet Sub-County Hospital mortuary for an autopsy as police processed the scene for clues.
Kufika huko tumekuta alikuwa askari alikuwa amefika hapo. Chebet sijui amekongwa hapa kichwani, amesingo tena, sijui amekata na panga au amekata na nini. Tumeona labda mtu ameua hiyo msichana.
Tunaomba sana serikali iharakishe hii uchunguzi. Hakuna mtu yeyote ambaye alihusika kwa hii maneno ichukuliwa hatua.
As ladies we are not safe na tunaomba. We want to be safe in our community. Tunataka kufanya kazi zetu tukiwa salama.
Now, a family in Laikipia West is accusing Laikipia County land officials of plotting with a private developer to grab a section of their land located in Mutanga area through forged documents. According to Daniel Kimani Maingi, they noticed that the title deed for the land in question was missing. The search at the land registry will later show the original title was listed in the name of the deceased father but was later cancelled and replaced with those out to grab their land. Now they are now calling on the government authorities to intervene and ensure justice for the family.
A family in Laikipia West is seeking justice after part of their land in Mutanga area was allegedly grabbed through use of forged documents. According to Daniel Kimani Maingi, the family discovered the title deed for the parcel of land was missing.
The rose ya hiyo title tulikuja kugundua ya kwamba wale waliiba hiyo title walienda wakikoliudi na land registrar. By then wakatoa mataito 81 na from there ndio tulireport tena huko kwa DCI and the same will be tarehe 11 mwezi ya 3 2024 na hawa wakaanza investigations.
Kimani said the family alerted the DCI officers that forged documents were used to transfer the land to 81 new occupants. He said his deceased father was listed as the person transferring the land to the new occupiers in March this year, years after he died.
Wakati tulikuwa tunaanza succession, tulienda tukanunua search ambaye ilionyesha the title was intact na hiyo mambo yote ilikuwa intact. Kumbe walikuwa wanaiba hizo mataito na wakati hiyo ndio walikuwa wanatengeneza hiyo mataito 81.
The family filed a case in the High Court in Nanyuki and obtained orders stopping any transaction on the disputed land until the matter was heard and determined. Separately, a section of elders in Kericho County have questioned the subdivision of 487 hectares of Sambret land by unnamed individuals.
originally was 689.2 hectares. And then the company gave out 202.2 hectares out to some people who were rewarded that time. Then the land area, which is the balance, is 487. And that 487 hectares is still in the hands of the company.
Elsewhere, Kilifi County government employees and casual labourers have a reason to smile after the county administration promised to pay them their dues before Christmas. The commitment was made by the county governor Gideon Mungaro while lighting the Christmas tree at the county headquarters. County government employees, especially those on contracts and casual, have had to endure several months without pay as the county administration laid blame of late disbursement of funds from the exchequer.
Kufikia Jumatatu hata wale wengine wa kawaida wa permanent watakuwa wamelipwa mshahara. Kila mtu ataenda Christmas na pesa. Wale wa environment mlikuwa mmelipwa miezi miwili. Leo pia tumelipa ule mwezi wa 3 wa mwisho. Kwa hivyo hakuna sababu, kila mtu amepewa pesa yake. Wale vibarua walikuwa wanadai pia wamelipwa. Wale ambao wamefanya biashara sio wote watapata. Pesa hazitoshi kila mtu, lakini tutahakikisha watu wengi kufikia Jumatatu pia watakuwa wamepata pesa zao. Kuna wale ambao control of budget anamaliza ku-approve. Kuna wengine wataanza kupata tarehe 30 na 31.
Now, a section of leaders from Tana River County have come together to call for cooperation with the national government for the purpose of the area's development. Led by the Tana River County Senator Danson Mungatana, the leaders emphasized that development will be achieved through unity and joint efforts between the national government and the county leadership. The leaders urged the citizens to collaborate with their leaders in effort to unite and benefit from various development projects.
Sisi watu wa Tana River tubebane.
Glitch. Elsewhere, the cheer of Christmas continues to spread as companies share goodies with their clients in the spirit of Christmas and as a show of appreciation of their unwavering support. Speaking during an event to mark the festivities, the top leadership of one of the oil distribution companies in the country reiterated the company's commitment to excellence and unrivaled customer experience.
Nimekuja hapa kushukuru customers kusema Merry Christmas. Wow. Sasa mimi leo ndio Father Christmas. Wow. So nakupea hii card. Asante. Alafu kwa sababu ya kupenda mafuta yetu niko na voucher hapa ya 2,000. Unaweza weka mafuta, oil, kitu yote unataka, si ndio? Because iendelea kusafisha. Thank you very much. Mama, ukienda kupika tuko na gas. Gas yetu unaona inaitwa nini? Afrigas. Unaijua? Sina kujua. Sasa kutoka leo ukiingia kitchen pale unaingia na Afrigas namna hiyo, si ndio?
A section of stakeholders in the real estate has come up with modalities to avoid fraudulent transactions that make Kenyans lose in the hope of acquiring a property. Now, during the event dubbed RESA Awards are meant to recognize real estate companies doing genuine business without duping Kenyans. The stakeholders also urge the government to consider doing away with some taxes that makes land expensive. The association, according to the stakeholders, was formed to address land fraud cases.
The fraud in the real estate down. We got it at 100%. Now is at 80%. We have been able to deal with 80%. Now we are remaining with 20%. And we believe by the 1 year that is coming, there will be no land fraud in Kenya. And we are going to finish it completely because we believe that this sector can be clean and people can do a clean business. And what we want to urge customers, you are our power. When you make sure that where you invest, that company is our member, there will be no chance of fraud.
Kwa lands office za Kilifi kidogo zimekuwa zikitudeliisha kutoa title za client, ambayo imekuwa challenging sana kudeliver kwa clients on time, na pia changamoto nyingine ni kwa ground unapata kuna some dispute, lakini huwa ni lazima tunafanya due diligence before tuanze kupea clients wetu way forward ya kuinvest na sisi, but hizi zote huwa tuna manage na tuna make it inakuwa so possible kwao, but so far so good.
And now finally, welcome to the world of sports. Kenya's Angela Okutoi will defend her ITF Women World Tennis Tour singles and doubles titles on home soil, with the country set to host the event again here in the capital. Okutoi, who won the 2023 edition, will defend her titles at the Nairobi club in the tour schedule to start this month on the 30th of December to the 12th of January 2025. The event, which is a bridge of the ITF Junior World Tennis Tour and Elite WTA Tour, will have a price tag of $30,000 with valuable ITF and WTA ranking points at stake for players. Kenya Rising stars Stacey Yego and Cynthia Cheruto are also expected to feature in the tournament. Also, Kenyan Joshua Wasike will take to the ring against Tanzania Mada Maugo in the ABU East and Central Africa Cruiser weight title fight, which will highlight tonight's Christmas Brawl of Boxing Championship at the Charter Hall in Nairobi County. The two boxers weighed in yesterday ahead of tonight's championship that will have a total of 8 bouts.
Nimejikaza, nimetrain hard, kwa hivyo nategemea itakuwa tu vizuri.
Hapo sawa, yote iko sawa. Anasema hakuna mambo mingi, ni kesho tu ataona vile nitakuwa.
Sasa huyu kesho hata sekunde mbili amalizi. Nitahakikisha nampiga, atajua kwamba huyu ni mjaluo kutoka Tanzania, amekuja kucheza kwao Kenya. Kwa maana nawahakikishia kwamba huyu kipiga ambacho nitampiga sasa hivi anajidai kwamba yuko anaongea Kilingala, ataongea hadi Kijaluo kesho.
This time round I'm here to supervise a regional title, which is an Eastern Central ABU title fight, which is going to be a cruiserweight.
And if we have 2 ABU fights, that's something the boxers will be ranked. You know, it's good to be ranked. If you're ranked, then you'll have a better pay. So whoever wins will be ranked among the best 30 in the world. You can see yourself. That's very important.
Now, Bondeni FC defeated Luanda United 3-2 to be crowned champions of the 11th edition of Charles Wambia Super Cup, which was held at the Luanda Dudi Secondary School grounds in Huisero constituency, Kakamega County. Bondeni qualified for the finals after defeating Mushenje FC 4-1, while Luanda FC beat Ihomero All Stars 2-0 in the second semi-final match. Both teams showcased exceptional skills and determination in the tournament, which is aimed at nurturing talent at the grassroots level. Charles Wambia, the Chief Executive Officer of the National Heroes Council and the main sponsor of the annual tournament, pledged to continue supporting sporting talent at the grassroots. The two-day event brought together 8 teams from the Western region.
Iendelee na hata sisi uweze kutupeleka ngambo, na mimi pia niko na talent na hii mpira naomba pia iendelee huku Kakamega.
And I believe when all of us tukiweza kurudi manyumbani tusaidie vijana wakuze talanta, itakuwa mzuri sana. I want to thank the girls. I know I've been given a challenge with the girls. I will do something next time about your tournament.
Now further afield, where Bundesliga table leaders Bayern Munich extended their lead after thrashing RB Leipzig 5-1 at the Allianz Arena last night. The Bavarians are now firmly on top of the league with 36 points, 6 points above Leverkusen. With 26 points, 1 point behind Bologna, who gave a game at hand. Now the Tijani scored the